All right, so welcome to Trey on stage. I'm going to take off my headphones to make sure that I'm matching Jersey here. Jersey being my first official outside guest, which is it's pretty awesome having that. Hey Jersey, how you doing, man?
What's up, brother?
Yeah.
Thank you for having me on your show. Let's do it.
Absolutely. So Jersey, he's actually going to do his own podcast too, man. You want to talk about what that's going to be about, or?
So, it's been going on an idea, man, probably like a year or so. It got more serious, like I said, last year. But it's been, like I said, I meant to say it's been going on for a couple of years. Because before this, I used to, believe it or not, I don't know if you know, I used to do YouTube.
Oh, really?
Just vlogging, going on adventures with my friends.
Nice.
So my goal with this podcast, if I ever do it, because I hope I do, I really do, because I bought all this fancy equipment just like you, and it's just there at the house, and it's just one of those things I've just been putting off. So what I want to do is two things. I'm a big man of faith. You know, I wanted to express my faith through that podcast, maybe meet other people, maybe other people's faith or on their take on Christianity, or you know, because some people are Catholic and some people are more religious, less religious. I just want to see take on other people's perspective. And then another thing is I just wanted to catch up with all my old friends, like high school, my teachers, my coaches, maybe family members that I haven't seen, and just talk, have a conversation, and just remember the good times. So I really don't do it like, oh, I want to get famous. If it does work, trust me, heck yeah, that would be cool. But I just want to have something to keep, because I feel like that's all we have, memories, you know. And going back on it, it would be nice to, you know, like I said, have all those people that meant something at some point in my life, you know. So that's really what I want to do with the podcast.
Absolutely, man.
Yeah.
So being so faith being at the center of you getting the podcast, is that basically something that you're wanting to make like a rounded thing? Is it going to be only about like God and how it affects your faith, or is your podcast going to be, you know, your friends and your memories with your friends?
That's the tricky part, because I'm a man of God, and I wear my cross like on my chest always, and
absolutely.
I want to do it where it's not too, what do you call it, like traditional religious. I just want to say like friends, like talking about, hey, what do you believe in?
Gotcha.
You know?
Yeah.
But I don't want to, what do you call it, impose anything on anybody, like force anything, like, hey man, I'm gonna evangelize you. No, I just want to say, hey man, I know about Jesus. If you want to hear about it, I'll more than gladly talk to you about it. If you don't, we don't even have to touch that subject. But, you know?
Yeah, I think that's pretty cool, man. Actually, you know, I think that, you know, religion and having religion, you know, is a huge part, you know, of just being a human. You know what I mean? It's a huge part of, like, because to me, like, you know, I also believe in God, and you know, I'm not going to say like I'm super religious. I think I can get into the book a little bit more, but I do believe in God, and that's personally my preference, you know. But what other people believe, as long as it doesn't affect my faith, I almost don't even care, you know. And which is kind of funny. I don't know if I've ever had this conversation with you, but it almost seems like Christianity gets a bad rap in that way.
It does.
You know what I mean? So have you ever been discriminated against for being a Christian?
Yes, I have a interesting story. I was when I was in high school, I believe I was the most, like, you know, I guess I could call it solid on my faith. I don't like to say religion, but I just call it faith. There was this one time that we were doing, like, at the beginning of the school year, when then you do those little projects or worksheets so people to get to know you. Like, hey, I'm Jersey, and I like pizza. My favorite food is this. My hobbies are this. And then for, I think, my favorite hobbies, I put Christianity. You know, I just like to read the Bible. And you had to present it in front of the class. And then for one of them, I put Jesus, like just the word Jesus. And then everybody started laughing. And, you know, I was 16, and I was like, so it messed me up pretty good. And I probably still remember how that felt. Like, gosh, bro, I was just trying to, you know, express my faith, and everybody just, you know, made fun of me. And that was high school, so I was like, that was pretty rough.
Sure, yeah.
And so a lot of people made fun of me for that, like in high school. Like, oh, look, that's that religious kid, you know? When it really wasn't like that, because I really don't consider myself super religious. I just love Jesus, man. That's it.
Right. Yeah, and that's perfectly okay. So you are well known here as being the prankster, the goofball guy, or whatever. Where'd you begin with that? Like,
oh man, I don't know. It's crazy because like I've been here for years, man, and it's sad that a lot of people are not here with us anymore. There was this guy that used to work here. We'll call him Gabe. He was pretty much the one that took me in at first. Like the first guy I met, like he literally opened the door, and me and him, we had this thing going on that he would mess with like my shoes, my uniform or something, and then I'll be like, well, at the time I didn't know. I was like, what the heck? I could have sworn I put my boots over here. What are they doing all the way like in the restroom? And I was like, I didn't know who it was. So I was like, okay. And then I found his boots lying around somewhere. I'm like, okay. I grabbed his boot, put him in the back of the truck, and then I'll just not say anything. And then next thing you know, my boots are missing again. I'm like, the heck? And man, that's kind of like where it started. Ever since then, I just started doing little pranks, and then it went from one thing to like a bunch of things, man. So
yeah,
I love it. I feel like in this job, you really need it because we were stressed out a lot about either personal lives or what we see at work.
Yeah, absolutely. And the job that he is referring to is we are both firefighters. I'm currently at Galena Park. He is too. He's always been here. He's been here how many years?
7.
So he's been here about 7 years, and he just recently got a job at Aldine. So that's pretty awesome.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. So what do you think is your best prank?
Best prank. I don't know, man. I think they're all good because
they are pretty good.
I think one of my favorite ones was there was these yellow ducks that would start appearing everywhere, man. Dude. The origin story of that, I was with my wife at this resale shop. They had these ducks on sale. They were like 50 pack for like 25 cents. I was like, hey, I got excited. As soon as I saw those ducks, I was like, oh man, this is gonna be so funny.
I'm surprised we don't have a duck in here right now, man.
I know, it's kind of like discrimination, bro. Like we kind of started off on the wrong foot.
Right. That's a quack.
But I bought like 3 packs of those, and then I came here one shift. It wasn't my shift. I was like, I'm gonna start this on other people's shifts. That way they don't get too suspicious. And I just put one duck in the restroom. And then, the next day I'll come back, I'll put another duck in the restroom, and I start putting in the apparatuses and the stairs and the people's rooms, and then I would start sneaking it into people's cars.
Oh man, yeah.
And then the thing that killed me was that I knew it was me, and then people were like, bro, where are all these ducks coming from, dude?
Yeah.
I think somebody's messing with us. I was like, I don't know, bro. They put one in my backpack too. That way, not to get suspicious.
Right.
And I think one of my favorite ones was Manny. We were changing his oil or something. We're doing some kind of work in his wife's car, and then I snuck a duck while we were working on it, and then that was around the time that people were lacing things with fentanyl.
Oh, wow.
So Manny thought, oh, wait, don't touch that. He told his wife, don't touch that duck. It's probably laced with fentanyl. Like,
no.
And then I was dying. Like, he was telling me the story. I was like, bro, that was on me, bro.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Because I know that you're really sneaky with it. Like, you're actually so good at it. And a lot of times, I don't even know that. Like, I don't even know when you do it. But I just know, like my pillow will have an MRE in it, or there'll be pool balls in a backpack or something like that. I'm like, dude, when did you have time to do this stuff? It's always hilarious. I love your little pranks, dude, for sure.
No,
do you try that at Aldine?
Man, I wanted to, but no, I feel like, I don't know, it's different.
It's a little bit more serious there.
Yeah, because here is like, everybody here is like my brothers, and over there I'm like the new guy, so I don't want to really start anything yet. So.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm gonna make a good impression.
But here is like, it's just family, man.
Oh yeah.
These are like, you're my brother, Manny's my brother, Chris, everybody, the whole gang, bro.
Yeah. Oh, likewise, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I completely understand what you mean. It's like here is just, it's different. It's almost like everybody, might talk about how I'm gonna go this place and this place and I'm gonna go branch out and see what else is out there, but it's almost like we can't leave because we're all just a family.
Yeah, it's just here.
You know,
the people here are amazing, man. They
really are. Yeah, exactly. Which is why I'm like, dude, I had to get you on a podcast because that was I remember when I asked, and this was just yesterday, I was asking who should I get on it, and everybody like right off the bat, Jersey, and I was like, yeah, dude, I want to get Jersey on here for sure.
Heck yeah, man. Like I said, I love all this stuff. Yeah, so I'm really happy to be here.
Yeah, you gotta have me on yours when you get there.
Another one of my favorite pranks was when I was still a volunteer. Sometimes I would sneak in the station, you know, in the middle of the night just to prank people.
Oh my god, that's awesome.
There's this Captain Gabe. He was cleaning, doing his night chores. The medic was on a call, and then he was sweeping, he was mopping. He went inside the farthest restroom in the station, and then I ran as fast as I could, turned off all the lights.
Yeah.
And then I ran back.
Oh man.
And then.
Oh yeah.
And then he came out of the restroom. He's like what? What the heck? And then he kept vacuuming, doing his thing. And he goes into the other restroom. I go run as fast as I can. Boom! Shut all the lights. And then I come back running here. He comes out, and then he's like he just like this guy was like confused as to why the lights were off. He was like he was just, and then he goes back in the restroom.
Yeah.
And this time we have those mannequins just lying around.
Yeah.
I put a mannequin just outside of the restroom.
Oh, dude.
And then he comes out, and then he just stands. He's just staring at it, bro. He's just like, he's just like, and then I couldn't hold it. I couldn't hold my laughter. And then he's just like, oh, you're laughing with me. It's you, bro, dude.
Like, what was going on in his mind before that?
He was like, dude, I thought this place was haunted. Like, I was like, dude, I'm going crazy. Like, he was like, that's it. I'm going crazy, dude.
Yeah.
I was like, bro, the look on his face, bro. Like, you can never, man, bro. You can never compare. I've never seen anything like that. Bro. That guy was scared. I've never seen a grown man scared. Like, bro, this place is haunted. Oh, so that's probably one of my favorite ones, man. Favorite ones.
Yeah, dude, that's good. That's a really good one. I remember when you got me actually right here, I think. Oh, no. It was the clown. And the clown was in my room, and it was in the corner of the room. And, the reason why it got me is because you go into your room, you get under your covers, and you're comfortable, and you're safe, and you're like, all right, now I'm going to get some good sleep. And dude, like when that comfort goes away, like I think I still every now and again get like a little fucked up from it. Like, but like I was laying down, I was like, all right, cool. And all of a sudden there's that clown in the corner. And I don't think I've ever really paid attention to it. But now that clown, I was like, bro, I'm sitting there like, I couldn't even look at it for a minute. Like I was like, it was utter terror. And it took me, it was like waking up from a nightmare. Like, you know how you wake up from a nightmare and like, you're like just, you're safe, but you're still scared. Like that was me already awake. I was like, dude, son of a bitch. I was cursing you out so bad. I was like, damn it, Jersey. I was like, son of a bitch, dude.
The funny thing was that Ramirez was sleeping in there. I put the clown on his bed, and he left. So I guess when he left, he put the clown in the corner. So that was like not even me. So I thought it was like the funniest thing ever. Yeah. And I think you texted him like, "Hey Ramirez, why is there a clown in my room?" Yeah.
Yeah. Or when I came home that one day, and I came home being here, but I came home and the books were like stacked up. I was like, oh dude. Okay, so it's funny now. Like when I think back, I remember like being like so like, no, not right now. But now I look at it and I'm like, dude, that's great. But yeah, so there was books stacked up from floor to like the top of the door. Yeah. And
the door seal, everything.
Yeah, just everything, just straight up stacked up. And I was coming in at like 2 a.m. after like playing the show, and I wanted to just go to sleep. And then I get there, and that's what I see, and I could barely fit through it. And when
you fit though, you ended up fitting.
Exactly, I fit. I remember coming out the next morning, and y'all being shocked I could fit. And I was like...
We were like, no, because we didn't think you were going to go in. And then he's like, Trey's here. His car's here. his door's closed. I was like, he got in, and all the books were like the same. Like you didn't even move them.
Yeah, what was so funny about that too was that I came out and I think it was Chris was like, "Oh man, you're in there," and I was like, "So you thought that I was much bigger than I was." Because you didn't think I was going to be able to fit through that? And it was like this big. But everybody was like, no. I was like, so everybody thinks I'm just a really fat guy. But that's
You're a big dude, bro.
Yeah, I'm like a big guy with little man syndrome. I have no idea how big I am. But I do know, like, whenever I go to like a hospital or something like that, I am in everyone's way. And even when I'm trying not to, like, I'm on the wall and they're like, excuse you. And I'm like, excuse me, dude. Like, it's crazy. It's crazy to even think that is a thing for me, But, so like, when do you think you're going to get your podcast up and running? Do you have an idea or?
I don't know. Like I said, I bought everything, like, all the equipment and all that good stuff on last summer. So last summer I want to start. But, really, I was brainstorming. Like I said, what do I want to do with it?
Yeah.
Because when I started YouTube, I was like, man, hell yeah! I'm like, we're gonna get famous and all that stuff. But I was like, bro, it's really hard. Like, it's really hard to get noticed on YouTube. Like, it really is.
Yeah.
And then as I grew up, because I was like 19 when I started it, so like I said, I got to see all my last teenage years there, just having fun, and that's all it was, like having fun. And I think I want to focus more on the fun part than actually if it get to anywhere or not, because like I look back at my videos, I'm like, bro, man, that was some good times. It really was. Yeah. So like I said, I focused like these past months on just like, why do I want to do this, like is it for fame, is it for money, is it for to get attention? I was like, no, I don't want to get attention. No, I don't care if I get rich or not. I want to do it because just to have memories,
Yes.
Like I said, every time I go back on my YouTube channel and I see all the videos and the fun times with my friends. So I'm like, I want to keep that going,
Yeah.
Keep that going.
I know exactly what you mean. Yesterday, the video that I released was us just kind of just messing around, with the RC car. And, I was thinking that very thing. And then I started thinking, I'm like, man, I want to interview everybody that comes in and out because it's really crazy how many people have these amazing stories to tell.
Oh yeah.
And the guy I'm trying to get on right now, Mac, he's from Memphis and he's a stand-up comedian.
Okay.
He's got a crazy story. And then Manny, of course, has got a crazy story. And then Chris is just hilarious.
Yeah, and that's the thing, like, that's why I told you, like, I don't want to focus so much on one thing, because whether you're a firefighter, a police officer, a teacher, or an old friend, like, all these stories, they get forgotten if you don't tell them, bro. And, and there's a lot of funny things you could hear, like, through these things, podcasts, because they're, like, so long. I think that's a pretty cool thing that you got going, like.
Yeah.
That's why I hope I actually go through with it.
Oh yeah. One of the other videos that I had, I was trying to explain to people that it's actually easier than what it seems. It's actually a little bit more simple than I thought. I basically just I didn't have to get much. I had some things just lying around. I just all put it together, and it was something that I wanted to do with my brother, and we're doing Only Bombs, which is about us failing at comedy. Okay. That's the whole thing, because, right now...
Hey, who knows? You might not end up failing, bro. It might end up...
I don't know.
Turning around.
I guess that's the dream, right? You want to be successful to take care of your family and everything. So, but yeah, man. To touch base on work and, like, and what we do and everything. Have you had a big fire or anything recently, or have you guys been burning out there in Aldine?
We've been getting fires, but nothing too crazy. I still haven't gotten one first in. Like, since I started, I've been having 6 fires. Some of them were good, some of them were, but nothing too crazy where I said, okay, that's... Yeah. I think my last big fire was here with, what was it? Ramirez and Cortez and Manny. That was a street, a house, 18th Street. That thing was burning. And then Ramirez was spanking, like, that was his first shift. So everybody was like, "What the heck did we do?" And then, oh man, it was just a crazy thing, because we we were on engine 2, and then we're like, hey, I think it's a better idea we hop on engine 1. So we like we were on engine 2, and then we're like, no, this doesn't sound right. Let's move our stuff, go on engine 1. And the crazy thing is that the person who called 911 didn't call for like 5 or 10 minutes, so that helped us going, bro.
Of course.
And then we show up, and it's like this big old freaking monster, dude. Like, that thing was going, dude.
Yeah.
And I remember pulling the line. I pulled the line, like, I was too excited. I was so excited. I pulled the line, and I was like, bro, we're not even like close to the house yet. Like, I was already excited, and I was
ready to go, dude.
Yeah, and then we had to improvise and fix our mistakes. And then when I was like right there at the driveway, like you could just feel that heat, dude, that heat. And then we went in, we hit it from the left, and then made our way to the right. And then that's when the big guns showed up. HFD. I think you weren't here yet, right?
No.
You came a little bit after Ramirez, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then we were there for like 4, 5, 6 a.m., bro. So
yeah,
I'll never forget that.
Yeah, that sounds like it was really blowing, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's what do you think whenever you go into, like when you just get out and you're ready, you see it going, like what's going on in your mind?
It's crazy to say this, but whenever I see it going, I get excited. I'm
excited, yeah.
I'm like, hell yeah. Like, this is going to be a good one.
Same, yeah.
And then it's really not nervous. Like, I don't think I've ever gotten nervous, like, in a fire. I think I've gotten more nervous than, like, a really bad medical call. Like, I feel like that's probably harder than fighting fire. Because fighting fire, you just grab your nozzle, and then your water, and then you're good to go. And then you have a guy behind you, which is your captain.
Right.
But when I see one, I'm excited, bro. I'm like, this is what we do. This is why we do what we do,
Oh, yeah.
And the crazy thing is, on that fire, everybody was watching, dude. It was like a whole crowd, dude. It was like game day, baby. Like, you show up, you're facing your opponent, and everybody's over there watching you. So it's a really good feeling, dude, just showing up. I don't know why I really can't describe it. It's just...
Oh, yeah.
It's one of the best feelings in the world. Like,
yeah, because it's action. It's like, all right, this is what we've been waiting for.
And then people just watching you, that, like, it just so it motivates you a little bit more to, get this out quicker or do a better job.
Yeah, it's kind of wild too, because there's so many different emotions. For you, it's action packed and you're ready to go, and for them, unfortunately, it's something that's pretty, it's a tragic experience, but that's what we do. That's what we train for, So we're ready to go, and you want people to be, just going. And it took me a long time to get. I don't even think I'm good yet, but it took me a long time to get acceptable to where, like, but man, I remember when I first started off, I had so much trouble with this. I think a lot of it had to do with age, but have you found that at all? Like, where you're having trouble with things, or are you?
Well, here's the thing, I'm still fairly young in this, and
right.
And there's times where I do get in my head too much. Like I said that day, I was too excited, so I just pulled the line, and we had stopped because Ramirez was gonna pull the 5-inch and then connect it to the hydrant, and then we were gonna move forward. So I thought we were already done. As soon as I heard those air brakes, I was like, okay, let's do it. And you're facing backwards, so I'm not really looking at the fire. So there's been a lot of times where, like, little details that I'm like, crap, I didn't do this right. I thought I did. In my head, it looked all cool, but then somebody's like, hey, don't do that again.
Right.
Yeah, because this is an art, man. You gotta really perfect it.
It is an art.
Do. Yeah. And it's not like we burn every freaking day that you could just get better. And then you could do so many training. It's not really the same thing whenever you're out there.
The training is to get you to where you're not really thinking. You're just reacting, which is an important thing, because when you get on the fire ground, you're not really thinking. And for those of you who have made it this far, when he said pulling a 5-inch, he meant a supply hose, a hose that fills up with a lot of water. He wasn't talking about anything else.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Dude, I remember.
Like, what the heck is a 5-inch?
Yeah, well, he's pulling the what now, dude? Like,
who's got a 5-inch?
Yeah, they have people watching, bro. They have people out there, like, watching this dude yank his 5-inch, bro. Like,
Ramirez pulled who's 5-inch?
Yeah, who was humping hose, bro?
Oh, man. No, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the terminology, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, the terminology is,
It's different.
It's different, man. It's very suggestive, if you will.
Yeah.
It's humping hose, pulling 5-inch, like,
pulling lines.
Yeah, doing lines. You know,
putting wet stuff on the red stuff.
Yeah, all this stuff. You're like, I don't know if I should be talking about this.
Yeah.
But it's our job. You know?
Oh yeah. No, but it's like I said, I hope to do this for a long time, and I really like you said, like I said, want to, perfect my craft. You know, because it's an art. It really is.
It is.
You could be really good at it, and then you get really bad at it. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
it is.
thankfully, I've never got anybody hurt, or none of us have gotten hurt in the situations that I've ever dealt with. So I said I'm happy where I'm at, but I have a long way to go. Like I really do want to get stronger. I feel like that's probably my biggest, I guess, what do you call it, obstacle, because these things are heavy, bro. Like putting holes, putting that 5-inch, you know, all these tools, these ladders, man. Like you gotta man up and, you know, put some weight on it. Yeah. So I feel like that's my biggest thing that I struggle with.
Yeah, man. So what do you have for your future? What are you thinking you want to be for your future? Like, do you want to be captain?
What do I want to do when I grow up?
Yeah, what do you want to do when you grow up, man?
Well, I want to be a firefighter.
Nice.
No, I don't know. I really don't know. I want to see how far I could go. Because like I said, the driving, you know, being an engine operator, sounds fun. But then you miss out a lot on the action, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, but in the end, however far God lets me go all the way. If I can go all the way, you know, screw it. But I will tell you this: I wouldn't mind staying here, either part-time, full-time.
Oh yeah.
Here. Like this is where I grew up with, so.
Oh yeah.
I think somebody turned on the heater.
Probably.
Because it started to get a little hot in here.
Yeah, and that's another little prank too that everybody seems to kind of do. Just randomly, the heater will just.
Bro, this thing is blowing. I feel it now.
And it gets hot too. So we're kind of cooking right now.
We're probably gonna start taking shirts off.
Yeah, clothes are gonna be, you know, and then we're gonna be pulling 5-inch. You know.
Yeah. No, yeah, but I don't know, man. Like I really don't mind. Let's see where it takes me. Like I don't have a specific like, oh, I want to stop at here, but I'm willing to try however far I can make it.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
They did put on the damn heater.
You feel it?
You could smell it too. Like, they didn't just put it on. They put it on hot. Yeah, and so they just made an appearance. It's Chris or Manny, one or the other.
I think it's Manny.
Yeah, but we got to wrap up anyway, I guess, because my battery is dying. I want to make sure that I get you. But dude, thank you so much, man. I appreciate it, brother.
Like I said, I'm willing to come back, man.
Yeah,
bro.
definitely.
Let's see where your podcast goes, and let's see if I ever. Yeah.
If I can help out, man, I will absolutely do that. So, well, thanks again, man, and thank you guys if you made it this far. Thank you for tuning in for another episode of Trey on Stage. We're gonna edit this one, give it a shot, and see where it takes us. But thank you, like, follow, subscribe, do all that good stuff, and until next time, adios.
Don't forget the notification bell.
Don't forget that notification bell. Yeah. Don't forget to pull that 5-inch.
I always wanted to say that.
Probably shouldn't have said it. All right.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Cool. There you go. Good job, dude.